Right, you're not. One of the, yeah, one. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to the pizza. I won't partake.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're not like that.
I know, we been so.
I was watching the Tulane SMU game because my godson is on the SMU coaching staff.
Oh.
I know, so I'm so excited for him. But and there was like, oh, the trainers are giving all the players shots of pickle juice because it was so humid and they were cramping up. And my husband's like, what? God's name? Why are they giving them pickle juice? I'm like, my head must have flipped off. I was like, do you know me? Like,
You know, like the freeze packets, the pickle freeze.
I have.
Uh,
I've done that. And Cam gave me pickle beer sauce. Have you ever seen that?
I have.
And the little thing,
Yeah.
I've been known to run one of those. I have it on my desk at home, so anyway, yeah, I was like, what do you think? They're giving pickle juice because it's the perfect
Yeah.
anti-cramping,
Yeah.
you know?
Get you all the potassium that you need.
Yeah,
I can't do pickles.
no,
Can't. So once I had a friend who was like, I guess if you take a shot, you know, there's a thing like pickle back.
dead turtle.
Sure.
It's got like Tabasco, pickle juice, and a shot of vodka. Yeah, or tequila.
And I think, like right now, telling you that story, I might do that. It was the worst thing. Only thing worse than that is coconut water. And
Oh, yeah, I don't like. That's gross. That is just nasty.
yeah.
I tried it. My husband drinks it. I don't. No, no, coconut water. Yeah,
It just went that way.
yeah, he needs to. We're just talking about different. Well, I was watching the Tulane SMU game because my godson's on the SMU pitching staff, and they were talking about giving pickle juice to the athletes, so he was cranked down. My husband was like, "What in the world?" I'm like, dude, do you ever listen when I'm talking? Like, throwing with pickle juice. What is up with you? I did not know that.
Same spot, I run the same spot, grants, right on my hat, on the right side, I'm probably judge.
Yeah, Yeah,
I am.
or chocolate tablets, if you're
Yeah.
those are good.
I've been really good. I don't cramp, but like, I have the worst feet in the world. Like, I get knees, I got big calves, all this stuff. But running, round about the 2.5 mile mark,
What hurts?
right up in,
You know,
right up in,
you
yes.
have.
Like little bands. Yeah, oh, I have, was plantar fasciitis, the bands that go across the top. And so those help tremendous, but, yeah.
I wear the super beat green arch thing in my shoes. I take the cords out and put those in all my running shoes.
Might do something.
What's up?
And I just like, look at that beard.
Yeah.
Have I not seen you since I started going to soccer? Wow.
You're being healthy, go with salad.
Well, I just ate 2 pieces of pizza.
Did you?
Sorry.
Hold on. I did eat breakfast at the station.
Yeah.
Nice. I did 200 steps.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not this bad, I promise you, I'm not this old.
It's 12, you know, everyone's always a little.
It's real fun.
I'm gonna say.
You're 19 after you got your map.
Yeah, I was here walking.
I think we're gonna go in the next 2 years. so.
That's what she was telling
If she
me.
does,
I
I'll.
was thinking, thank you. That's what she was
That's
telling me.
your direction. That's gonna be fun.
Really?
Yeah, she always plays for Terry Hayes. I'm like,
Oh, really?
yes.
Was she asking like, I'm good again?
Well, she was asking about you, and about your bathroom remodel. House, only the kitchen's been updated.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're sure what Terry was.
Yes.
Is she her own broker?
Yeah, there's actually.
Right, her daughter Laura works with her. She lives in Peachtree Station. She probably saw her on billboards, years ago. She has the. I'm getting catty now. Sorry.
I'll look at that. I'm right here competing with it. I like having this.
Yeah. She's not my favorite. But, she was asking about, their bathroom being remodeled and all that. We don't rabbit hole though. I'm like, if you just get some money, I was like, how can I get rid of look? I think that it's needed because they just updated their kitchen.
He's wanted to face that.
Yeah. But every year the cost of your bathroom. I'm like, well, I think.
We-
Like, person, I said, you see that.
I told my wife not to go to board and she did.
Over on the bathroom remodel?
Yeah,
55.
Oh my God.
yeah, I know. Mary was telling me that. I'm like, are you sure? But
It was a bigger bathroom than I thought we could.
Dang, I'm wanting to do my basement. We haven't gotten any quotes yet. I was hoping like 30 for my basement.
Oh, I bet it'll be more than that.
Yeah.
It's
It'll be
all,
like 40 to 50.
it's
Yeah.
all like set. It just needs the flooring and drywall.
we did our basement
How tall are the ceilings?
way more than that.
Ooh, I don't know, that's a good question. I'm probably what? 10, is it 10 feet? Is
At
that
least
standard?
10, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it'd be full. It's just, I want flooring.
I mean, mine was 35, 11 years ago. Yeah.
So it's 70.
But we put it in a back, so I would. Hold on.
So I guess it's start or?
Give it 5 minutes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks for
Oh, real
coming out.
salad and pizza and Gary's.
Who's eating salad today?
Not me.
Come on, guys.
Ready?
Did you make these salad, don't you?
I made salad,
And very fresh.
yeah.
Yeah, these are the best. What do you guys think of the college playoff selection?
I think Florida State got robbed.
I do
I'm
too.
biased because I hate Bama, but I mean, they did everything that they were supposed to do. Undefeated,
Champs.
and handedly beat Louisville with their third string quarterback.
They were scoring 33 a game. They held 6.
Yeah. I think it's you.
Yeah, this players crush all coaches.
I saw the, ACC commissioner, he wrote something, the head coach, or something.
It was very, very damaging.
I love that.
Stuff going on,
Okay,
non-real estate, investment. So I just had to.
Florida State ain't that.
Watch it together.
I don't Tony, you remember when, the Eagles were starting Carson Wentz, and he went down with an injury, and Nick Foles came and led in the Super Bowl? Backup QBs can win championships.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not always gonna be pretty, but like, if they win, they can do it.
Think about they pulled, Jalen Hurts and put in two.
Yeah.
That's it's a little different.
And have
but-
them national title.
Yeah, halftime.
I'm sure. They went to the national title.
Did you watch the ACC championship?
I did, it was terrible. Do you realize that our backup QB would have been back the following week, which is a totally different quarterback?
Okay. So they was the four.
Yeah, there you go.
They were facing
I think he's the
Sorry.
I think Michigan is the worst in the college football playoff.
Yeah, absolutely right.
I do too. I think they should have run Michigan walk.
But Michigan's better than Florida State. How do you know that? Did you see what? Come on, man. I understand you're from Florida, this is Jacksonville, you're close to Tallahassee thing, and you feel like you got, but in reality, looking at that Florida State team right now without George Travis.
One game. Well, let me ask you a question. Did you watch Alabama play Auburn?
Yeah.
Did you see how they had to win on a basically Hail Mary 30-yard pass to win the game?
Yeah.
Or
The same team that lost at home to, was it New Mexico State by 21 points?
I don't believe Alabama should be, I think it should be Georgia. But, no.
It's like, if they. You know,
I was not unhappy about that album. You can
should
imagine.
have done an emergency 16. This is the craziest year ever.
Why do players even playing the games like the results don't matter? Like Mike Greenberg was just, I was watching them on the way over here. It's like football is a figure skating. He's like, it's subjective.
That's
You should go by the record. And like, why even play the games if you're just gonna have 13 people that are gonna make a decision
Yeah.
for the entire country? We can't control who we schedule. We did schedule LSU and beat the crap out of them. I think it's by 21 points the first game of the season. We beat 3 top 25 teams. I don't know what else they can really do. Anywho, if you're here for my heart, it's not about football.
Can I keep you on with a couple questions?
Yeah, it's pretty much what social media is all about today.
I posted something on my Facebook to get a bunch of engagement and people fighting this. If that's fine.
All right, so I got three questions for you to get you on. How long have you been, I'm sure you've had social media accounts for a long time, but how long, like, when did you really flip over and start getting extremely active? Because everyone here obviously sees you.
Probably like in 6 months into my first year in real estate, I was coming to a lot of classes here and like listening to agents talk about it. And I started following all them and I was like, wow, these guys are doing a lot of business. Like I see what they're doing on social media, I'm doing the same thing. Really just kind of R&D and what agents who are having success with what we're doing.
And then how many leads have you gotten just from like Facebook, Instagram posts?
These are actually,
That's a first.
these are actually all the closings that I can directly, I left one off that was about 700,000. So I basically have closed that I can directly trace to my social media $10 million in volume of. Not a ton, but it's $33,000 in GCI basically from my social media.
In what period of time?
What that?
In what period of time?
4 years. Yeah, and it's stuff where like people have reached out to me, like, hey Matt, we need to sell our house, and I'm like, cool, I threw them on there. It's stuff where like I reached out in the beginning, hey, I'm a realtor, I'd love to help you down the road, and then I know they've been watching me and commenting and stuff, and like when we met, they mentioned my social media, so I kind of try to come up with a list like, all right, how much can I actually track what's coming to my social media? But yeah, about, I don't know, 15, 20 transactions.
That's crazy. And the last one, where do you get your content ideas from? Is it normally pulled from like other stuff that you see or original?
A lot of that, I make some stuff up, I do R&D quite a bit, so.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks for letting us sponsor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
does everyone who uses shelter, right?
Who?
Onward, I don't know if shelter, onward, homeward.
Do you use Onward, Joe?
He's got a long time.
Not to call you out or anything.
My very best friend is a broker. I feel stuck, all right.
No pressure.
Fair enough. Well, for those who are Sandy who's watching, shelter is one of my, my favorite lenders, so. I definitely highly recommend.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
sure.
And I agree, by the way.
Does anybody have any questions before I start? I'm gonna try and get to this in like 30 minutes or so. No, okay, cool. So this class is just to kind of teach you like how I run my social media and what I do and some ideas. I'm not the social media expert MLB, although this is just stuff that works for me, so I just wanted to share it with y'all. Okay, so do's and don'ts of social media. The first one,
Are you gonna be, can we get slides of this later, or?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have Jessica, she can send it off. Okay, so do's. So I think you need to post regularly. I think you should be posting daily to really have it be effective. The more you post, the platforms are gonna to reward your content by showing it to more people. So I do like still post like just a picture, and then I post on my stories a lot. You guys know what stories are?
It's on the Instagram stories.
And Facebook stories.
No, I guess I don't know what stories are.
It's like when you log in, if they're at the very top, there's like little circles or, and it's basically like stories or like videos or pictures of people are posting besides like the main news
It's
feed.
not your post, it's your stories. Just the exact same Instagram stories, except for Facebook.
It flashes for a while and then it goes away.
Oh, it goes away. Well,
Yeah.
all right, so it's not valuable, it's just posting, I would think.
I think more people actually like the stories more than they do the still posts.
Where do they see the stories? I don't even know that I see people.
Yeah,
On the top,
yeah,
You know, I don't know that I see other people send me stories.
here, look.
well, you know, they don't try to go in your,
I'm a Facebook, you're not. Dude. Hey,
These
what?
at the top. You're on Facebook, you're asking on Facebook?
okay,
I don't use it. I don't-
Okay, so it's still gonna be like at the top.
okay. Do you guys post any reels or videos at all?
I do, with prayer. I need to get more into
No,
it.
no.
I'm not as creative as you, man. I don't.
Dude, I steal all my stuff, man. Like, I'm just creative as the people that I'm dealing from.
Oh, yeah, I was spending my time like, what do you mean?
I would say videos and reels are probably the most like sought after stuff on social media. Videos are just better for whatever reason than like anything else. So I would say if you can use some videos, I think that's probably help you out a lot. So does everybody use hashtags like when they post? Do you understand how hashtags work?
I don't.
No, I don't. Well, yeah, I understand kind of how it works, but I want to be better at that. Like, I need to.
So my understanding is if you posted something about mortgages and you in your post you put hashtag mortgage, hashtag Atlanta lender, hashtag Atlanta mortgage, whatever, people who are searching those hashtags will find your, they may or may not find your post, but it'll,
Depends on how many people.
yeah, depends, if there's 1 million, if there's 7 million hashtag posts, then you're gonna get lost.
And I can just jumble them in the.
Like in your post, so, like, so you can do like, when I post something, I'll have like the caption, and I'll do like 3 dots, and then I'll put like my contact information, and I'll do a slash, and then I'll do all my hashtags at the bottom, because it just looks kind of cluttered, so I try and dirty it at the very bottom.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like I'm just like spamming. I'll tell you, so if you want to figure out like which hashtag you can use, I go on this Instagram and I'll go in the search box and I'll type in like hashtag and I'll start like spelling out something. And I'll do a search and you can search like by tag and you can see like how many people have used that hashtag before. So if I see something that's like 20,000, I'll probably use that first one at 7 million, because I'm just gonna get lost in the shuffle with 7 million back.
Yeah, you don't
So I'll
want
try
it to
and-
be a super high number.
Right,
Because they'll never find your.
right, but if there's like 1,000 of them, someone who's searching might end up finding yours, and I need to call her. I like what she's saying, you know, so I think they're important. I've been told that you can do a max of 30, some people say don't do all 30, some people say use all of them, I don't know. I just do like 15, 20.
But people really do search for things with hashtags.
100%.
Really? Do you?
I don't, but I know people do. Like people will find like my videos. I know that they're not friends with me. I don't know how to find them, but I'm sure that the hashtags help a little bit. Okay, R&D. We've talked about it. I R&D all the time. Like if you find something that you like, screen like I'll like if I'm scrolling on Facebook and I see something that I'm like, oh, this is kind of funny. I'll screenshot it. I'll crop out everything besides what I want to keep. Dump it in Canvas, slap my logo and a picture of my face, and I put it on my social media.
You ask permission first?
No,
Yeah.
I never.
Just ask them.
No, and I'm probably gonna get sued one day, and I don't really care. But yeah, I mean,
Public consumption.
what's that? Yeah, I mean, it matters, like, if I'm taking it from like Cam, Cam's not gonna sue me, but like, if I take it from like NBC, and you see my commodity, so.
What if it's from an agent that you don't know and from some other weird office somewhere, you don't care?
Oh, yeah, I'll.
You just drop out their branding.
I follow a lot of agents outside of Atlanta market, so like if they do something that I like, no one here else knows who they are, so people think it's original. Be positive, be funny. I try and like be as like not negative as possible. Hey Sandy, I know like some people, like I'm sure you guys all know, there's always that one person that's always complaining like, oh, the roads are so wet, like my car hydroplaned today, like it's so hot outside, I can't wait for the summer to be over, like don't be that person, it's negative. People are just gonna go past you or just block you or just like unfollow you. So I think if you can be funny, it's always great. People like to laugh, and so I try to be funny sometimes. I'll ask like questions to get engagement. Actually, I wish I could pull up. So you guys go to football today. I asked, what do you guys think about the college football committee leaving Florida State out? I've got like 40 or 50 comments, but I do it just to create engagement and bring people to my page. I don't really care what people think, but I just wanted to get engagement on my Facebook page.
So you created that post, you engaged.
Truly, I don't care what anybody thinks about Florida State.
I got it. I'm saying you created that post to create engagement in your Facebook page. Now, as those people are commenting and coming to your page, are you interacting with them?
Yes, if you look, I answer every single comment with a response back. And the reason I do that is because when they start interacting and commenting on it and liking it, you better believe that when I post something Wilson related, they're gonna see it. Because the algorithm thinks, oh, Tony likes Mountain stuff, he likes to comment on it. They're gonna start pushing all of my stuff, everything to you. So I want people to like my personal stuff, so then when I put out real estate stuff, they also get it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like,
Did you start doing only personal stuff and then start throwing in?
I was actually like vomiting in real estate in the beginning, and I gotta pull back, it's too much. People don't care about charging interest rates, like, they don't care about that stuff. So I started like really going personal heavy and then mixing in real estate. But, and I'll get to that, but yeah, to your point, when people comment on your stuff, you need to like it and comment on that. But I'll get to that in a minute. So 70-30 rule, I try to say do 10 posts a week, however many, do 30% about real estate, 70% about your personal life. Post a picture of your spouse, your boyfriend, whoever, your partner, post a picture of a really pretty sunset one morning when you wake up. If you're going for a run like Renee, post a picture of you all sweaty with your beanie on, whatever. Just post something that is not real estate that people can like, oh man, like Renee just ran 5 miles today. She's crushing it, you know. People want to know like what you're doing as long as it's something that's like not weird, you know.
The big difference I try to decide is, do I post this on my personal account, which where everybody sees it, versus my Joe Huggins Realtor business account, where I don't know who sees that, because my friends probably don't go
I'd
there.
be posting everything on your personal account.
That's what I'm doing.
I post real estate stuff on my real estate page, because if someone's looking for a realtor and they stumble, I want them, because they're gonna Google you, and they're gonna be like, is this guy legit? And they're gonna go to my Facebook page and see real estate stuff. I want to know that I'm active, because like, there's sometimes when I've Googled someone or done on Facebook and researched their page, and they've been posted for 5 years, I'm like, are they even an agent anymore? So I want people to know that I'm an active agent, I'm closing deals, I'm listing properties. So I have that, this is like, to make me legitimate, but I use my personal page for like basically everything. I post my real estate stuff on my personal and Facebook or business page, but I don't do personal on my business page, because I don't want people to go to my business page and see me posting pictures of my son, you know?
You live in too?
I do LinkedIn, I never get engagement, I don't really understand how LinkedIn works, like I post real estate stuff and I might get like 2 likes. And I think people that get like 1,000 likes, I'm like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how the algorithm is, but whenever I do anything real estate related, I'll post on Facebook personal, business page, Instagram, LinkedIn, and I'll go to my Google business profile and post it on it as well. Because I've read that if you're posting like content on your business page, it like helps you with the algorithm and the Google sale.
I have a question, Matt. So you created the business page on Facebook just to more legitimize what you said. So do you ask everybody to follow that too? Like, so here's my thing, is I get like annoyed when I'm on my social media and I'm like seeing the same post from 2 accounts when I'm following someone's personal business. So that's why I haven't done that yet, 'cause I'm like,
Yeah, it's like a double, yeah.
yeah,
When I first created my page, I sent requests to everybody just to follow me. I might have like, I don't know, 400 or 500 followers, but like, it is annoying when I see the same post twice, but I don't know how you would, I will see people that will post on their business page and then share it to their personal page. I just post on both. I think I found that when you share something, the algorithm doesn't like reward it as much versus it's like an original.
posting it.
So that's why I just post on both, but I'm sure some people block because they're trying to see a double post when I do something.
But I guess if they just unfollow you, you still have that.
You have the personal connection still.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, my thought is like, if I'm with somebody, then whatever, it is what
Yeah.
it is.
I just wanted your take on it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be afraid to post on both though, you know, just because they may not push your personal post to your people, but they might push your business ones, they may get you the business stuff, but not the personal one, you know? And then be genuine and authentic, like, if you're not funny, like, maybe don't try and post fun stuff, but just be you and be authentic, and people will hopefully like you for who you are. Any questions?
You know, the technique, and I always get confused. I get a company that automatically posts to my realtor page. And you can't share that link. You can't share that post. Somehow you have to go back to your personal page and then find a way to share that post to your personal page.
Right, you have to go search your business page.
You have to go to your business page and then share it to your personal page.
You can't. You cannot.
It won't let you.
It won't let you
You
go
have to
into
go
business, but you have to
into
go.
your, so basically you go back to your personal account, search for your business, go to that page and then share that way.
Oh, yeah, that's what I do.
You can't do it from your business page.
So I had to do it again, go to your personal page.
Right, search for your business.
Is it new?
No, I think he's talking about who you're logged in as. So if you're logged, you have to be logged in as yourself. Like you, Joe, to then go and share from your business page. So you're logged in as your business.
You can't share it.
Right.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah, that's like something where you gotta toggle between both accounts. But I think once you get your business account, then you can just share it to your personal.
No, you can't. You have to go to your personal account, search for your business.
Okay, I haven't done it in like a couple of years, so I don't, okay, that's good to know. By the way, thank you for all who come out today, I appreciate you spending time with me today, I didn't say that earlier. Okay, don'ts of social media, do not do these things, I think they're bad for you. Do not post excessively. Some people will post literally 10 things a day, I think can be very excessive when people will unfollow you. I would try and do like maybe 1 post a day, maybe 2, but I would not do like 5, 6, 7, 8 things a day. I think that's a little bit too much. Don't be negative. We talk about it. Be very positive, uplifting. Don't do politics. I never post about Biden, Trump, left, right, blue, blah, blah, blah. I don't post about Israel, Hamas. That's all nonsense. I don't want people to get annoyed with me and just basically cost me a piece of this because I'm talking about something political. I never get in arguments. I would say it's very bad taste to argue with people. Other people are going to see it and they may not like what you're saying, so I try and avoid arguments about it. If you see something you see someone post something that you disagree with and it makes you upset, just scroll past. If you start commenting, they're gonna pull you in, you're gonna get the argument, it's gonna make you look bad, so just don't do it. And like I said, don't throw up real estate all the time, like try and keep it 70, 30, 60, 40, try and post 7 pictures of you and your family and your personal stuff, and then 3 of real estate stuff. Okay. How Facebook and Instagram work. Like I said, the more you use the platforms, the more they're going to reward you. So if you post like once a week, you're probably going to get really bad news. If you're posting daily, you're hitting the stories pretty hard, posting 2, 3, 4 stories a day. If you're posting videos, if you're posting still photos, they're going to reward you by pushing your content out to more people. Like I said, if you go a long time without posting, you're probably not going to get a lot of engagement because Facebook is like, this guy comes on my platform once a week, once a month. Like, we're not going to push. We're not going to give this guy credit for using the platform. He's not using it consistently. So, 3, by posting about your personal life, I think it definitely pushes your real estate content out to more people. I think that, like I was telling Tony, like the more you start posting your personal stuff, people start liking it and commenting. Then Facebook is like, oh, like Susan has been commenting on Matt's pictures a lot. So whenever I post something real estate, they're probably going to push my real estate stuff to Susan because they think she likes all my stuff. In reality, she doesn't want to see my real estate stuff, but she has to because the algorithm doesn't show it to her. Yeah, I use my personal posts to drive engagement, which helps with my real estate posts. By the way, have you guys ever noticed like when you post something in real estate, like only realtors name this like when
Yeah.
it,
I would count the same number.
which is proof that our database doesn't care about it. Like you're gonna see, but they don't really care enough to like it. So like I try and like when I see people that I know posting real estate successes, I try and like it, comment just to boost it in the algorithm.
We can all help each other by doing that. If we like
Yeah.
and comment on each other's stuff, it's gonna help us all.
Agree. We're on, but if
You
you,
have to do a comment, not just like it, because
You really,
Right.
comments help.
yeah, like if I ever post a closing or on the contract, if people say congrats, I'll go in and like it and hit thank you for every single one because I also think that boosts the comments and then the algorithm was like, oh, there's like 90 comments, really
It does.
45 of me saying thank you with the smiley face.
No, it does,
But
absolutely.
people respond like, hey, you said that 90 comments on this thing?
No, it's a 230 comments, like half of them.
120 are. But unless people expect to see more, they don't realize it's half of me commenting. So, but I do think commenting thank you or whatever boosts it in the algorithm.
It does, it does.
And pushes it out for more. Yeah. So, okay, post videos and reels regularly. You know, I got really heavy into reels last year and I was getting like a ton of success with it. And now when I post a reel on Instagram, I might get like 600 views. So I don't know if they've changed something, but I had some videos with like several thousands of views and I don't know what they've changed, but it doesn't.
I think they're trying to focus more on stories, like for.
Yeah, Instagram was like really heavy into reels last year. So I was like hammering those and this year I don't do as many. Yeah, like they're changing their stuff. all the time.
more stories there.
Yeah. No, well, I think it's more stories and probably like I've read they like the carousel post. So like how there's like the dots where you keep scrolling. I think they like that the most right now from what I've read. Yeah, and then use stories. I think stories are really important.
What are carousel posts?
So open up your Instagram, like you see like an Instagram how like there'll be it means like multiple pictures, like you have to scroll or swipe left to view more of them.
Okay.
These things, the little circles at the top.
No,
No,
those
no,
are
I
stories.
know what you're saying, and so if you put out the 10 picture, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
instead of one picture, it's like more
So
than
it's interesting you say that because, my team, and I didn't like it, but my team started doing my tip Tuesdays instead of one succinct post where it's like 7 pictures. And I was like, I think that's annoying, but maybe there's a method of
I think it kind of intrigues people to be like, what else like did she post? So they keep swiping. I think.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't never slide more than.
Cam, do you ever see Facebook posts where there's like someone posted like 30 pictures and it'll post 5 and then there'll be one that says plus 35. You
Yeah.
can click that. Do you ever click that to view more of the pictures?
Rarely.
It doesn't.
It's like 5 million, no, I literally go.
So it intrigued me enough to want to click it to see what else that person posted. I think the carousel was like meant to like get you glued to that post to see like what else, like what.
But I did understand it, I'm like. Also, I'm like.
Yeah.
No.
And that was what I told my marketing people, I'm like, I swipe and see those.
That's why people that there are different formats, because the Pam's not gonna look at that, the Pam might stop at your reading. You know what I mean, like
Yeah.
that if you're posting, you should be posting in different formats.
That's a very good,
Yeah.
you should be posting in a
Yeah.
different.
I think if you're doing just still posts,
Yeah, you're.
the algorithm will not board you, but if you're doing still, carousel,
Yeah.
stories, reels,
Mhm.
you're
You're
handling
reaching
everything.
people who like different posts, plus the
Yeah.
carousels will put you back in there with a different photo.
Yes,
So like if you got 5, it might show one photo as the front one in your like Instagram feed. If you don't look at it or click it,
correct,
it might come up later with photo number 3.
correct.
You know, so that's another, I guess, plus with them.
Yep, I will
They'll
tell you.
they'll try to shove it back in people's faces for you.
Mhm. I'll tell you, some people look at nothing but stories, and they never engage with the normal feed, so if you're not posting your closings and or you're under contract and your stories, you could be missing a huge audience.
My kids only look at stories.
Right, I feel like the younger generation likes stories, the
They just,
older generation likes the regular news feed,
That's pretty
so,
much where my daughter posts.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, my same.
yeah.
Barely ever posts her posts.
I see people that never post still newsfeed, but they do nothing but stories, so that's why I'm like, I need to start doing more stories to capture them.
And you can share your news, so,
Yeah.
your story, so that's probably the optimal way to do it.
I do that sometimes, yeah, they click on to view the entire post and stories, yeah. Mhm.
So I may have several hundred friends on Facebook, and get some good selection there, but I gotta tell you, Instagram, I got what, 84 followers, so. I don't know how you, what I have to do to get more followers to make myself
Is
interesting.
it linked to your Facebook?
Yeah. Most people take the call.
I don't know,
And make a story. Or,
there's better content, it's not following people and they'll follow you back.
yeah, I was gonna say, usually if it's linked, it'll tell you, invite your friends from Facebook, and you can try that.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I just go through that, I start inviting people and then they follow back sometimes. Oh, okay. R&D, I'll touch on this, I mean, I do it all the time, I mean, Andy Peters from the Peters Company teaches all the time, that if you don't reinvent the wheel, if you see something good or funny, or you see a chart that really explains something that you think is important, just take it, I mean, I don't think anybody really cares. If they do, I guess they can call me, but I don't really care, you know. And like a lot of us know that people are R&D, but like our database doesn't know that. They think it's original. So let them think that, you know. Okay, yes, I said your database will think you created it and love you for it. Great. Ways to get engagement. So I think you can post, I think people really like funny stuff. So if you see something that you think is funny, that people enjoy, I would encourage you to post it. What's that?
I do like the guest the president.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, I like anything, I like stuff that asks me questions.
Yeah, I'm
Not
actually,
necessarily old as much, but yeah, I like, I know, I've seen yours. And,
yeah. So like, I actually get a good amount of engagement. I'll get like maybe 30 people that will vote. I used to do over under, and people will be like, what's the price? And I'm like, I need to start doing get the price and start actually giving them options, because people will be like, I never get it right, but now like they can actually try and get, it's almost like a game to them.
And you do this on Facebook.
Yeah, I'll post the story. What I'll do is like when I show a house, and even if I'm just walking by a listing that I'm on a run and I see a house for sale, I'll grab my phone and I'll take like a panoramic video of front of the house, and I'll be like, out showing properties today. And when I'm really on a run, and I'll post a poll that says guess the price. I'll put 3 prices and I'll have the people guess what the actual price people seem to like that.
Then you go home, look it up. If you want.
Well, I go and look up the price. Yeah.
Oh, you're pretty good.
Yeah, I'll make sure I get the actual price. Yeah, so, what's that?
You good, but not that good.
Right, well, like, no, I did this is 500. Yeah.
Was it listed on?
Because someone catches you like lying about the price, and like you sent them.
You know, people used to put liars in their property. They don't do that anymore, you know.
I think that they get wet when it rains.
Yeah, it's like,
They fall out of the box and just doesn't look great in my opinion. I mean, no one does it in paper anymore, really. Yeah, so when you're out showing properties, post a story and show a video in the front of the house and yeah, guess the price. If you're ever out showing property, you see something that's like kind of like cool, unique or interesting. Like I was out showing properties a few years ago, there's like a Super Mario ramp. It's really cool. It was like Mario jumping and the pole to turn the light was like a square with like the little question mark, like Mario. So I was, it's kind of cool. So I posted a picture of it. But if you see something cool that you think people would like, throw it in your stories and like saw this up when I was out showing property today, and people might like it. Sometimes I'll be inspirational. It's not really my thing, but I see something and I'm like, this is kind of cool. Like I'll post inspirational posts every once in a while.
I think it only works if it's something that really gets you, you know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's legit, it's authentic.
Right. I don't do it much, but when I do it, like it's not often. I think you should definitely post pictures of your family, kids, friends. Those by far and away get the most engagement of anything I ever post. And if I put a picture of my son in it or my wife or both, it's immediately get tons of action. So I think that will drive more of your real estate stuff to be pushed out. I try to do educational videos here and there, like when I have time, like I think it's important for us to be educating our database. Like, you know, people don't know what a 2-1 buy down is. So like people who are like, oh, I can't afford houses at 8%, but they see a video of you talking about 2-1, they're like, oh wow, I can get 6% my first year. That's awesome. Like I need to call Tony and see if I can get a house 6%. So I think stuff that educates your database is really important because it shows them that you're the authority. You know what you're talking about, you know what's going on, you have solutions to what's going on out in the market. So I think it's important to be teaching people like what a due diligence and, you know, how does an escalation clause work and all this stuff that people don't have any idea what it even means. Yeah, homestead, like, you know, talk about the homestead and stuff, 2-1 buy down, 3 things to do before you start your home search, stuff like that. I think people will appreciate. Post stories, yeah, like I probably post, I don't know, 4 to 7 stories a day. A lot of it is like me just sharing stuff from other accounts that I like, and I think it's kind of cool. So like I follow a bunch of other accounts, and if I see Petrie Corners posting that they're going to be shutting down the town green space because they're doing construction, I'll post it like, hey, FYI, Petrie Corners friends, like they're going to be shutting down the town green for the next 2 months. And people, I think, appreciate that post and stuff like that. Yeah, like I'll ask like random questions that I truly don't care about what the answers are, but I do it just to grab engagement. So like I'll see a picture of like a pecan pie, pumpkin, and apple. And then, what's your favorite pie for Thanksgiving? And try and get people, and I'll make a poll and try and like get 20 people to answer it and drive engagement. People seem to like answering polls and stuff. When you post, I would definitely encourage you to tag people. Like whenever I post a closing, and it's a picture of my client, I'll ask, do you mind if I tag you? Because like when you tag them, all of their friends are going to see your post. So one of their friends might be looking to buy a house and they see their friend tagged, and you're like, oh my god, like Susan, did you have any experience? No, I think the best. Let me connect you. So I think tagging, or like if you're out and you're at dinner with friends, tag your friends in the photo. All of their friends are going to see your post. That just drives engagement and makes the algorithm push your stuff out to like a lot more people that otherwise wouldn't. I always include my location when I post stories. Like when I go to see like people looking at my stories, I'll see like random people that I don't know who they are, but I know that they're finding me because I posted the location. I guess that's how people follow the location or something. I don't know if that's how it works. But like if I post something in future photos, I'll put the location out at the bottom in the stories. And then I use polls a lot on Instagram. Like I had a Reese. Do you like a Reese's or a Snickers better? You might have 10 people vote.
Is a poll something you have to set up especially as a poll, or do you just ask the question and see the people respond?
Usually I'll do it in my stories, and there's a little button you press to include a poll in it.
In stories?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which something I understand is like when I post polls on Instagram and I put them in my Facebook stories, Facebook people can't click on the.
Yeah, it takes you to the Instagram.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, they're not really connected.
But I have had situations where I've actually clicked on it on Facebook and it actually lets me vote, so I don't know. Most of the time you can't vote on Facebook, but sometimes you can't. It's really, I don't understand why it's.
Can you make the poll on Facebook too?
You can, I've thought about that, but it's just so much work. I don't
Yeah.
have the patience to do all that.
Facebook stories, making a story of Facebook's not as easy.
We can make story on Instagram.
I agree.
Always.
Facebook stories are not nearly as like user friendly.
And they don't go to Instagram either.
Right.
I don't think they go to Instagram from Facebook. Maybe they do, I don't know.
They might, I've actually tested. I've
I
noticed,
usually start Instagram.
I get a lot more views on my Instagram stories than I do Facebook. And so I was like, let me see if I post a few direct to Facebook that improves it, and it hasn't really improved it, so I don't
I
know.
think your audiences are different. on
It is, I think it is too, and it's not,
That's a good point.
the stories in Instagram are right there, right? And in Facebook, like, at least if you're on your computer, they're not as,
Yeah, the format.
the format's.
Got it.
But it's the older generations that were starting on Facebook first.
Yeah,
They're
they're not,
probably not, they're not
Yeah.
the ones that are really looking at stories on
Yeah,
it. It's our
they're-
kids that are
I agree.
looking at stories and stuff. So,
that's a very good point. I think
yeah, I
you're
think that's
absolutely
right.
I think you're right.
I'm a novice. Where do you see stories on Facebook? How do you create a story on Facebook?
That's a very, go to your.
You go to your feed, go to your.
Go to your, okay. The phone. No, like the home, so go click that one right there. Your normal. These are stories.
These are all stories.
These are stories, right?
Click on that one right there.
Right, so that's somebody created a story.
See, they created that story. You see how. Well, what? Yeah, click the next button. So those are stories.
This person, this is our story, but, right, how do you create a story?
We'll get into all that,
Okay.
that later. There's a plus button at the very top where you can make a story. I'll show you.
All right, I was gonna say, yeah, I've seen it, but you know, I guess I've never seen the story.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what a story looks like right here, Joe. This is on Instagram. So, I try to create polls to drive engagement. So like, one time I had a listing and I was like, which format do you guys think I should use for my listing? And I just threw them on the floor and did a vote. You know, I had, I don't know, 18 votes, but I'll do something like this just to try and get people to vote and drive engagement to my page. Okay, what to do when you're new and have no business yet? And this doesn't apply to anyone in this room, but sometimes I used to go preview houses and just like post pictures and videos of the house and act like I was with the client that I was working by myself, but nobody knows that except for me. So people will think you're busy when you're really not. And then like sometimes like if I get to a house before my clients get there, I'll go through the house and do like a little walkthrough video of like, but always like nice stuff, like if the kitchen's pretty or like the bathroom's pretty, I'll do like a little 5-second panoramic walkthrough of the interior and my stories. Sometimes like when I was new, I used to ask agents if I could post a listing, so I'd go on their FMLS, say for 5 or 6 pictures I liked and just post it. And just put just listed and at the very bottom give them credit for who listed it, but your database is not going to scroll down and see who listed it. They're going to see the photos and then keep scrolling, but they probably think that you listed the property though. So I used to do that a lot when I was brand new. You'd be surprised how many people actually think that's your actual listing. There's some big agents that I follow a lot that I constantly see them post, like, God, they're posting like a house like every other day, and I'll click to the bottom, and it'll be like listed by Anna K. sells in town, listed by Judy or whoever. I'm like, you're just sharing her listing. People probably think that's all their listings.
And where do you put it at the bottom? How do you hide that at the bottom?
You don't hide it,
I know.
you're giving them credit.
You at the very bottom, you just say listed by, and you put who listed the property.
All right, well, when I create a post, a message is at the top.
Correct.
So you say at the bottom, I'm trying to picture.
At the very bottom,
Just keep pressing enter.
when you're typing text, Joe, you know how you can type text?
Oh, just leave a lot of space and put it in there so they don't see it, you're saying.
Correct. So a lot of times you have to click see more to view the entire
I
thing.
see what you're saying now.
So if you put it at the very bottom,
At the bottom
not
of
many
that.
people are going to click see more just to see the photos. So you just listed, they're going to think you listed it, but you really didn't.
All right, now, but
Tony listed it, yeah. Okay, yeah, do open houses and make a post about it, you know, sometimes I used to do an open house and put them in my stories. Again, no one knows it's not your listing, you're probably thinking it's your listing, but it's someone else's. Okay, so I try to come up with like a few things I've done in the past, like, to where you can post about real estate, but like not real estate all the time, like something real estate related that isn't like, hey, look at my new listing or look at my closing. It's something that people will know that I'm real estate because the post, but it's not like me throwing up a listing or like a closing or something. So I try to like, I went through a few myself and put little, this is a post I made on like Valentine's Day. It's like, this tells people I'm real estate, but it doesn't like say like, you use it to buy a house or you list your house with it, you know? Here's one I made this random meme, but you know, this is something that I was like, people might think this is funny, and again, it's like it's telling people I'm real estate without like telling them like I'm a realtor, like send me referrals and business, you know. This is one that I shared a story. So I follow this account on Instagram. I share a lot of their stuff to my stories. It's actually pretty good content, but this is an example of me just sharing like content from another account that I think people might like. I just made this from scratch. I just thought it was kind of funny, but again, it's something where you can post this to remind people you're in real estate without posting the closing or just listed or something that's, you know, a little bit boring or stale.
Yeah, so the system I haven't done is posting to your Google business account. Is that what that is, what you're doing there?
This one right here?
Yeah.
No, I actually I just like Googled most popular New Year's resolutions, and then I just like, I think the very bottom one, I just like whited out whatever it was, and then I just like typed over it and created, just put in, call out, meet the buyer, sell your house. And I just,
And then you just made it, so that's
Yeah.
either an Instagram or so.
right, I just screenshotted it and then like cropped out everything else so that you can only just see that.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah,
You did mention though that you put content on your Google business page too.
so for that, I'll post under contracts, just listed closings. And like if I win an award or something, like, hey, I made the ALC, I'll put it on there, but that's about all that I do. Just like real estate. Like I probably wouldn't post this, but like I would do like the professional like stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I just don't know how to do it, so maybe I'll ask you about that later.
Sure, I'll be happy to show you. Do you have a business page?
I do.
So if you go under updates,
Mhm.
then I just like, you can post an update and that's where I'll post like, I just listed or just sold or, you know. Something.
Yeah, like I think my team, like they put my blogs and things like that out there, but I haven't actually gone out and put some of the other content that I probably could.
Okay. You should go back and do it because
I know.
people won't know that it's
I know,
2 years ago
That's what
or
I'm
a year
thinking.
ago. So you should just, I think if you do it like every couple of days, it'll,
Spread out.
yeah, like not just do like 10 in one day or something, but yeah, if you spread it out, the algorithm will be like, oh, like she's posting a lot, but like we need to start pushing her out more on Google.
Yeah, and that's brilliant.
Yeah. Here's another like story that I shared from Keeping Current Matters. I like this page a lot. I think it's pretty solid. This was something that I just posted just to that I got a lot of likes and comments, like just giving an update on like mortgage rates and stuff. People seem to like that sometimes. I know we're not supposed to be talking about rates, but people seem to respond a lot about rates going up and
Now,
down.
did you create that graphic look? That's the actual graphic look you stole from somebody else.
No, I made this.
You made that graphic.
Yeah, this is just a story, and like you can type in text, and
Oh, that makes it look like that.
that's how it appears. Yeah,
It's just centered.
yeah,
And with black background.
yeah. You can choose black, white. You can choose nothing. Yeah, and then you can choose the green color or purple or green or blue, whatever.
Yeah. That's-
This was something that I think I just like stole this and just like posted it to my Facebook, but I thought it was kind of funny. And again, this is something that I think is like, it's like kind of funny, but it's like real estate and people are gonna see it, and it reminds them like, that's in real estate, that's in real
Yeah.
estate. But it's not like, I just looked at another property that doesn't for everybody, you know?
They do that. They do
I wish they did.
that.
I stole this year. I thought it was really funny and people seem to like it, but you know, I was like, it's like this actually could offend some people that did wait and didn't buy a house, but I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna post it anyways. I think it's funny. Okay, how do you use social media to generate leads? When I get a listing, like I'm gonna do a just listed post when I put it on the contract. I'm gonna do a contract post, and when I close it, I'm gonna do a close post, and I'm gonna probably pick a different picture for each post, because I don't want people to realize it's the same house. So for the just listed post, I'll do like a carousel of 6 or 7 photos. On the under contract post, I'll pick maybe like an interior photo, so people don't realize it's the same house as the just listed post. And on the closed post, I'll hopefully get a picture of my client's house, so they don't, I'm not able to link like which house, like was it the one that you listed or was it the one you put in the contract? So they, your database will probably think that you're selling 3 houses.
And they don't pay close enough.
Right. They're gonna scroll, they're gonna see just listed under contract, so like, hey, this guy's selling every day. So perception is reality. People are gonna perceive that you're selling a house every day, when in reality you're not. So,
How often do you post your just listed?
right away. So like if I
Also,
was
like, if it stays on the market for like 3 weeks, now you posting it once a week or?
oh, no, I just do it once. I will tell you, one thing that actually agents do, and I think it's a bad idea. If you put 4 houses under contract this week, I would post one this week, one the following, one the following, one the following. Because you post all 4 on the same day or the same week, you catch everybody that 2 or 3 day gap, and then you've got nothing for real estate. No other wins for the next 4 weeks. I would space it out, do one this week, one the next, one the next, one the next. Because people don't know that, they don't know when you put a contract, so they're like, God, like, this is more than their contract in the past month, this guy's killing it, but really, you did it all in 3 days, but people don't even know that. You want them to see your stuff consistently, to keep reminding them, like, Tony's putting stuff under contract.
That's my problem. When I get 3 listings in one day, I post the same thing. That's that too.
Mhm.
There you go.
I've gone to, and I've noticed when some people do just listen posts, they don't share the address with a price because they want you to reach out to them, or you want them to reach out to them. So I've done that. I don't really have people DM me, but I think it probably works sometimes. Like if someone's seeing that, like, this is a really cool house, like I wonder where it is, there's no address. It forces them to DM you to find out where it is, and they're like, oh, you're looking to buy a house, or you're looking to sell your house? I usually go sometimes in new construction homes, and just like, because they're really pretty and they're nicely staged, and I would take a video of it and put it on my stories and see if I can get someone to reach out, like, where is that? Is that in Woodstock, or where is that, Matt? What's the name of the community? Again, it's a funnel to possibly get you them a lead and kind of for them. Like I said, I do polls on my stories a lot. And then actually for a while, and I haven't done it in a while, but I used to post like when I would go show a house to clients, I would get there early and like do a quick walkthrough like of the interior. And like when I closing out last year, someone reached out and she was like, hey, where's that house in Inman Park? Like we're looking at them. I was like, oh, like the address, da da da. Like, you guys can buy. She's like, yeah, we're renting out, we're going to buy next year, and we can talk to him. So like I think that story caught her attention. She's like, where's this house in Inman Park? And I was like, oh, the address, da da da. So like you got her to DM me, which turned into a sale. So stuff like that can work sometimes. You can post sometimes about mortgage rates and what's happening. I think you can even post stuff about like the overall economy. Like inflation numbers just came in below expectations. Like this is good news for mortgage rates. I think if you can be the economist of choice, people will look to you as like the authority and want to trust you and possibly use you to sell their house. Yeah, and then like I was trying to like share a story like how I met my clients. Like when I post like a just sold post or a closed post, I'll try and I met him when I was in line at Publix and we started talking and and like I'll try and share like something that was really hard that we had to get through to get to the closing table, or something that I think will resonate with my people, that whether like that, like there's a really cool story behind that closing, not just Matt sold another house kind of thing, And we try and share some kind of story or congratulate my clients. Say congrats, I'm looking forward to seeing your house in a few months when I come back, see how you decorated, looking forward to staying in touch. Yeah, if you can try and create funny stuff on Instagram like reels. That's pretty much it. I will share bonus content. It's kind of social media related. Do you guys watch like Pivot Shift at all? There was a guy on there that was a brand new agent this past year that crushes listings by going into the Facebook marketplace, finds for sale by owners, and DMs and says, hey, I don't know exactly what the script is, but he was like, they're not posting their houses on Zillow, they're just posting it on Marketplace. So he goes in, he DMs and makes sure that they're not listed by an agent. And he's having quite a bit of success flipping FISBOs on Facebook Marketplace. So that's something that I want to do next year. Is you have to weed through a lot of Facebook listings, but if you can find the FISBOs, send them a DM and be like, hey, like I saw you have your house listed for sale. Are you having any success? Or I DM'd someone today. I was like, hey, like, can you call me? I have a couple of questions about your listing, so they didn't know I was an agent. And when I called them, I was like, hey, like, what's your deal? Are you trying to get this thing sold? And they're like, I'm not looking for an agent, but they got them to call me and I have their contact now. But that's a way to possibly start pulling some looking. You know, just another way to pick up some business.
Where's Pivot Shift?
It's a Facebook group on Facebook. KW Agents. Yeah, James Shaw started it. Are you in it, Sam? Yes.
Yeah, it's on the PC schedule calendar. There's some pretty good stuff. And Ricky says on the link to it every morning.
Mhm.
If you don't get up really early,
You can read that right, and you can make.
yeah.
It's working for me, but I'll see stuff. I get the email every day, which I appreciate.
Uh-huh.
Does anybody have any questions at all? Was this helpful at all?
It just, for me, it just helped remind me.
The one thing I can tell you, if you take one takeaway, it's be consistent. You've got to post at least bi-daily or every other day or daily if you can, but try and come up with something to post every day. And if it's like you can't find something to post, don't post like your oatmeal for breakfast. But
Is there anything, have you found anything, like Buffer? You know, where you can, on Sunday night, you can make all your posts for the week. Canva.
no, I don't like scheduling my posts. I don't like scheduling them. Because one thing if you're saying like schedule them one day and I'll go out different days.
Yeah.
I don't like that because I've read that if you schedule for like 9 a.m., a lot of other companies and this are scheduling at the exact same time, and there's like a bull rush of a million posts all at 9 a.m. Yours gets lost in the shuffle, where if you posted at 9:04, then you're probably like not hitting the algorithm with a million other posts at the exact same time, so your content would be more original and might go out to more people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, is there a way to, like, maybe make your post, get your post ready? Even on Facebook, or, I don't know, have you ever done that, like, for on your notes or whatever, and then
Yes, actually,
line them all up, and then every day, you don't have to sit there and think about your post that day, and you can just.
yeah,
Save, right? Can you save a post now?
I don't know.
Well, if you save the post though, like say if you end up starting it and then not doing it.
I just gotta try to delete it sometimes, and it's like, you wanna.
I think you can save it. I know you can definitely save reels on Instagram. Like you can tee it up and get everything ready to go, and then just save the draft and then go back in the draft and post it later.
There's a company for about $49 a month.
No. Okay.
All right, well, I mean, it does it all for you.
Is this to your business page?
$49 a month, you can schedule your post, you have all done, all nice, you do it done, you can schedule them once a month, or
Do they create the content for
they
you?
create content for you, and they'll send out a newsletter twice a month, for $50.
What company is it?
They'll remind your meeting.
Do you get much engagement though?
Well, I've been using another company that was doing newsletters, and I'm dropping that, and I'm gonna go to this version.
Because I'll be honest
Right
with you,
now,
I've seen business pages that you can tell someone else doing it for them and they get zero engagement.
oh, listen, me creating my own, it's not gonna happen on a regular basis. But if it's good quality
Why
art
not?
stuff, well,
Why don't you create regularly?
I'm just saying, trying to create my own graphic images, create good, compelling content twice a week and post it to Facebook and all that. It's not, I know I'm not gonna be able to do that.
Why wouldn't you be able to do it?
Because I don't have the time to create all that great artwork and content. I think we all are you spending
20 hours a week on your real estate business?
I'm not gonna, it doesn't work for me, all right? I'm gonna use somebody else to create it, so I don't wanna have to create, spend all the time doing marketing rather than real estate, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay, I post my own stuff, but I don't wanna have to do my own buy my own stuff on memes and do it all, so yeah, just my way of doing it.
Does anyone,
Consistent.
right, does anyone have any other questions?
Yeah, no, it's
$50.
Hey, side hustle.
I wish. Well, thank you guys for coming on, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, a weird question. Why did you do your presentation in a vertical format? Because you did it on your, on an iPhone or,
I did this in PowerPoint, I guess that's the way it's formatted, I don't know.
well, you just created it vertical, if you read. I was curious why it was done. Look, different.
I'm not sure, I put it into a PowerPoint.
Yeah, I did.
When you were going to show me how to do the,
Yes, the stories, so, yeah. But, scroll up.
It is pretty warm out.
I think the next couple days. we're gonna
See,
start-
create story, plus,
I
yeah,
heard Wednesday.
that's where you create a story, you upload a photo, or text, and that's how you create.
and a story is multiple images or multiple.
It's just not a skill post on the main, just pull it down, it's all this tab that's at the top. And yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get, like, when I- that's only if you go to that homepage, that's where you see them there.
Well,
Correct,
they're.
correct,
You,
Correct.
thank you.
correct, yeah.
And then, my understanding is, I'm supposed to go here,
I
and
did.
like,
You wanted to.
Well, they asked me to.
with people that are my friends.
Oh, I forgot to share a couple of things too. Yeah, so, I was some people like try and interact with the cool stuff.
Yeah.
I agree.
Cause like, I've noticed, like, I try to tell you times, like, if there's like someone from high school you never know about with, you start to like through their posts,
Okay, start showing up.
they start liking your stuff back, cause like, their Facebook pushes your stuff to them.
Yeah.
Like, they happen all the time, and like, I'm not like, what this has posted in 5 years. And I'll start with it, and I'll comment, hey, congratulations, and all of a sudden, they'll start commenting on their Facebook, and I'll be like, ooh, these guys like each other, so they start pushing us.
Do you share on Facebook to Instagram automatically? Or do you post it and then post it,
I actually post
post
on
separate?
Facebook, and I post on, yeah, it's,
It
I feel like if you post from each,
doesn't get
it's like more original to that platform.
Uh,
I think Facebook or Instagram, Facebook doesn't reward your posts as much as you do that from Instagram, so I do one separate. That's what I do. I think, like, I'm too lazy to do multiple stories, so I do stories for Instagram, but for my posts, I post on Facebook and I'll go over to Instagram and post something on Instagram.
So for a reel, you'll just post it simultaneously. Like
Yeah.
you'll create a reel on Instagram and just, it'll post to Facebook for you too. But if you're making a post in Instagram, you're just gonna go make the same post on Facebook, but originally.
Yeah, so like, I'll go on Facebook, I'll make the post, I'll copy and paste all the text. And I'll just input the picture in Instagram, cut and paste, or copy and paste the text, and then just hit post.
I haven't seen a reduction like, because I usually will start it in Instagram and then share it Facebook. I have not seen a reduction in interaction on Facebook.
I felt like I wasn't, that's why I started doing it separately. I think I very much feel like if you're sharing from different platforms, it doesn't work as much for whatever reason. I could be wrong. I used to do that, but then I was like, Instagram is separately because
I personally get more interaction on Facebook, private though. But,
I get a lot more.
yeah, but I usually start it from Instagram.
If it works for you. I could be wrong, I like I read somewhere that like, because it's like an original post from that platform, and like, more what you share, which is still a fair company, but
Yeah,
I don't know. The number of pictures are really constantly.
The only reason I would start something in Facebook versus personally Instagram is if I have more than 3 pictures to share.
more than what?
10 pictures, because you can only do 10 pictures.
Because the carrots off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in Facebook, like I said, you
I don't think I've ever posted that many pictures.
I've done it a few times, like.
family vacation or,
Yeah.
yeah, it's usually like vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. But,
And then I'll pick my 10 favorite and then post that separately on Instagram, yeah.
I'm terrible at Instagram. I just want to.
I actually find Instagram easier, but,
I do too.
you know, especially creating.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure. Instagram's a pain, you can't put links,
Right,
so that's a pain.
yeah, you gotta go.
Like, put a link in your story, put a link in your story, you can't put a link in your post,
Mhm.
so kind of thing.
Okay, so when you say link in your bio, you mean just literally your profile of Instagram, so they would have to go to.
Yeah.
You have to put like a link tree, like
Yeah.
in there.
Well, like, if you
Yeah.
follow, like, all the Instagram accounts, and stuff like, hey, just a full story, it's in my bio. You get the much more detailed, because like I said, you can't go. You don't.
It's weird.
Yeah, but if you said you can attach the link to stories,
So you put it,
I think it's a paper clip, they put that to get the whole, like, part to go to.
Now, this is very novice, but when you find, where do you go to find memes? And is there a meme.com or?
They're all over,
Google real estate meme.
yeah, like, if it's like St. Patrick's Day, like, if that's St. Patrick's Day, I'll go on there and Google funny St. Patrick's Day real estate meme.
Then you'll find.
Yeah, or like funny St. Patrick's Day image of meme, and there's like a. Or I'll see someone else on Instagram post it, I'll just screenshot it, crop it out, and then it goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, it's like, they don't.
Well, they try to create it either, you know, I mean, everyone's doing the same stuff.
There was.
You're Googling it to find it, and they're posting it, you're grabbing it from them, and it's, yeah, it's funny.
You know, a lot of babies steal and stand from each other. There was, I remember, it was like, it was right before Life got elected, and young Mark Roller, he's like, that's series.
Yeah.
You know, he posted, which I thought he stole from someone, but it was a little thing that said, if you're not happy with election results, like, we'll be happy to sell your house to you out of the country.
Yeah.
So I stole it, and yeah, it's something you go, also, like, 60 of their agents all posted the exact same thing.
I do see that, because obviously I follow a lot of agents,
Yeah.
so I will see, like,
If
if
it's
it's
something-
something popular,
If it's something good, I'll catch my.
Yeah.
Help you move out of the country. That's a.
Yeah. I mean,
it's funny, because there are people, you know, some people were so up in arms about
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Like,
it's also-
every 4 years, if this person wins, I'm leaving the country, and they don't, they're like, hey, I thought you were leaving the country, you know?
Yeah. Reach out.
I was trying to help you
That
back.
seems to be like, you're still here, you need some help.
Yeah, I'll be happy to help you list your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Alex.
Yeah, thank you, Jen. Yeah.
Completely unrelated. I got a call from a friend, and you know, friend is such a sweet, like not a best friend, but like, it's my friend's, swim coach.
Yeah.
And he called me today, and I think there's something going on with him and his wife, because I've seen some posts on Facebook. And she finally got from Chattanooga, and she posted some kind of really cryptic thing. I don't think we're well enough to know, just,
My
I
daughter,
got the feeling that it's something.
was where?
He called today.
So
Yeah.
I actually did.
Yeah, he goes, "Oh, it's kind of weird. You know,
Have they?
some advice, and, you know, it's like, what's it? Maybe what I house, he's like in the dancing around and all, and he's like, and we're selling our house for sale by owner. And he's basically like, I think asking, like, well, I think it's I'm trying to get all these calls. Yeah, he's trying to.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm starting to get all these calls from agents, and I'm like, oh, so let me guess, you're getting calls from buyer's agents, but they know the house, and they possibly want you to pay. And you're getting calls from other agents saying that they can now list your house and get you more money. I was like, yeah, you know. So now that I've had the conversation with him, and I told him, I said, look, I said, I'd be happy to come over and take a look at your house and help you figure out the details. I think it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of work for you, and everyone's gonna work for you.
I mean,
Right.
this picture is.
So,
And you're gonna have a lot of
It's
agents.
just a bad angle
Kind of tell you they have a
for me.
buyer.
Yeah.
Just looking to wheel in,
I
time
mean,
to try to listen.
absolutely.
You're gonna say, I'm looking around to do for my buyers. We're gonna come by. Oh, it's
Like, here.
sorry, it's not a issue. My buyer loves to go here.
But my hair.
Thought about the finger
On
house.
her back, it's.
Did it all. I did that.
So we think all the.
So now we're having a conversation
Other
with
people
them.
are, yeah.
And I'm like looking, I'm actually looking at their listings. And I'm like, so now, and without being like, and he was even like, yeah, probably stay back for a couple years and keep working while she's in Tennessee, and I'll try to stay back for you, and then without getting into detail, the.
What did you consider? Oh, yeah.
You know, so it's really sensitive, I just don't know how that's way to.
So he's like. So back and look at. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is the.
He evidently put it on
I'll
some,
put it to your.
yes,
Yeah, perfect. I have your number.
I did.
Oh.
Just their names.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would imagine, I can't imagine it's not.
20.
Did he actually to come by and see it now?
No, I offered them.
He said, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, great, thank you.
So I would.
Six
I would
seven
be
eight
just
two
for me.
zero nine six eight eight.
I would probably.
So now I'm looking at his listing, I was thinking about,
I'll send you
like, either
my,
texting him or calling back, saying, hey, Paul, I had a chance to take a look at your listing.
Yeah.
The pictures are,
I sent you.
Yeah, so
Penny
I
on.
would probably go by.
like, all the pictures are from at night, which I'm sure, I know that's really bad, right? I'm sure they just grab that from their HOA, but,
Okay, toward the end, like,
yeah,
and
so
I
these,
because some of the people in my family like, he's something in.
all the pictures are at night.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
you know, you can tell, like, literally.
No,
It's like, screenshot in their phone. Right, so like, I feel like,
And I use.
and they're in a sensitive, I mean, it's, and he's like, oh, because but, you know, it needs some updates, but I know, right? I mean,
Yes, there you go, you can just say that.
I mean, at a minimum, I'm like, oh, really, I mean, like, snow picture is pretty.
Yeah, that's.
It's a pretty house.
So that and.
I would, I would go there and give them some.
Try it out. Oh, yeah. But, well, but it's more of a red sauce with a box. That would be water, it's more like.
But I was kind of
But
like.
the Friday, it's usually. Yeah, but it's like sometimes I guess they're not. Like say, you could, the right, but you're like, right, but we're gonna get a foot table.
I told him that, I said, well, I said, I said, you set yourself up to,
Yeah,
even though you're not.
Just go with.
yeah, I would start having this. Making that.
It's not flavor. It's.
Could you imagine? And then, like,
And I'm gonna work name.
So it's not like they're gonna be able to sit there and
my husband's.
show it all the time.
Yeah.
Right, she's a nurse and he's a school
Wait,
teacher.
what?
Gosh.
And a coach.
Oh, mother-in-law also been calling me and said.
If you're desperate, you'll always be able to offer, and you're not gonna get your house. You need a professional to help you market this.
My mother-in-law's.
Probably, you know, you're probably yourself at owners, like.
And you had to do that.
Double. They went on for 18 hours.
Usually people get so frustrated with.
Oh, it's cute, 'cause she goes, "Look, It was
So
like 30 minutes. in.
you kind of have to like, I would check in every few days, hey, how's it going? You got any offers yet? I'm like, no, stop, any offers yet? Well,
Or, oh, yeah, because they got, listen, I think they actually think that, I didn't see their house, that's the thing, it's like I told them, I said, I really have to see your house. You know, and compare it to the other houses in your neighborhood and get a really good idea.
Yeah.
But I can't tell, I don't know if they're on the price or, I don't know, you know, like there's estimates showing 545.
And I
What
thought
is that?
you usually
You
cook.
know,
I think you get the house. You
Yeah,
get like.
That's what, yeah.
Well, respect the fact.
And then my husband takes it down for sure, gives it to my father-in-law, my father
Because
gives
it's
it
a
to
way
my.
where can't do their own, I thought you.
The, or I'll find it on, we try to talk on a Sunday, because they can like it.
and I think your best was my, that's my, you know, they're not like my best, these are. I don't know exactly what's going on now. It could be a situation,
Depends on per day.
I could see where, from her perspective, it could be a situation where she may feel like I'm more on his side because, and I don't even know exactly what's going on. Because he was the coach for my son, and I was like booster club president, so I was really closely with him.
Right, and obviously you can't reach out to her.
I mean, I could, but it'd be weird since he
Yeah.
just called me.
It'd be kind of weird, yeah.
I mean, I'm friends with her.
Or, you know, what you could do. I was like, if you look at their, talking about it, maybe, maybe, be like,
Yeah, so.
and she's like, yeah, like, roughly.
Well, except I think they may be talking, I don't know, it's so awkward, because even the fact that he called me this morning, it's like, you know, I was gonna see, it's been way too long. Her post that she put out was, it was cryptic but yet really obvious that I think she could have, might have, here it is. Okay, this is the post. Yeah, it's long. Sorry, don't mean to speak your day.
The one I think is 30 minutes.
Yeah,
And I'm not close enough really to either of them to know the ins and outs, you know, but this, she put this out.
They're just idiots.
I was
Maybe
saying
that
that.
I found
Like,
it
any
on
companies
this
do.
company.
And I would respect the fact that this on your own, but if you get to the point where, but do it, I love this, you don't really help you. And they'll probably will not become you in like a couple of weeks or so. We showed it to 50 paper flyer, I get any offers, we're getting offers at 400, like.
Yeah.
And you'll.
Yeah, your back neighbor.
If you know that, hey, like, let's talk about you get this, your house is like slow, it's for this or something, you don't need to, you know.
No, and I don't, that's the thing, I want to handle it, and I really do want to come from a place of contribution. I mean, she's been through enough. Whatever happened here, she's been through enough.
I would say, hey, I think you could have better pictures, with better lighting, I think you could.
Yeah.
So we all just fill out, get it here in the corner, that one piece, you know, like, make it close, we'll see, feedback. And you didn't know that. Not very good.
And I even told her, I even told him, I'm not done with it, because I'm like, she's here for a couple more
She
months.
just called me actually during.
Thursday.
She's here for a couple more months. I said, I have an amazing stager that can give you the best advice possible on how, you know, because he's like, but we've got some remodels that we've purposely not done, and, you know, almost to the point where he was saying that should we offer some, like, you know, like concessions, and I go, oh, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I said, I can see your house.
Right,
I said, but not necessarily. Give me buyers that are perfectly happy
right.
with, you know, I said, you live with your house. Yeah, there's things that you're probably thinking, oh, I'd really like to remodel that bathroom split. It's not your thing.
Yeah.
Don't just go in and, oh, we'll give you $20,000.
Oh, you have to.
But if you're on Zillow and Zillow alone or sell by owner, they've already come in and that's what I want. That's.
And make sure to point out, when you're for sale by owner, you've got to actually go into the for sale by owner app, see that
Yeah,
house.
you're categorized with stress property.
Yeah.
You're
And
categorized with foreclosure, you're categorized with, you know, yeah.
I mean, it's worth to do, and see the words.
Yeah.
Say, hey, pull up your Zillow on the phone.
Oh,
And say, stop searching by address. Go and find your house in Zillow. And I'm like, I don't, where is it? Yeah, like, you know why? Because you have to go to a separate for sale by owner section. The only buyers are not willing, so they're looking for some normal Zillow, and they're gonna see your house. Because you have it in the wrong area, so number one.
So the only people that are really looking at it, real estate agents, they're trying to get business.
Exactly, or if you know the address, like, hey, you can search for it. You just, if you're a little buyer, you're just searching for house, wherever it is.
How old is he?
Where job's free, and if you put it in a price category as a bath, you're not gonna see it, because it's not on the main Zillow page. On that, like, oh, yeah, if you're a buyer, you're probably doing that, on it, not they're gonna see your house.
Yeah. He's sort of all.
How many people are-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got an MLS.
On Friday, on the phone.
Yeah.
Do you do much Facebook advertising?
Yeah.
So I took it out there with the job. Yeah.
I could ask some advice.
So if he.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I did a few ads, and started having success, I just put it down years ago. It works, I wasn't able, I don't want to add things like this. I don't fit a new, that's my mom. I feel like it's free on Facebook, so. Yeah.
I think if you have a specific purpose, like, I don't know if you guys, Aubrey did a class a few weeks ago about getting more listings. And so it was kind of a packaged approach, almost including like gold letter, circle prospecting within a particular neighborhood.
Yeah.
Who did this?
Yeah. Aubrey.
Okay.
It was actually really,
But was it, cash flow club?
it wasn't cash flow, but this is literally about getting more listings and
How to get off on the business.
Did you guys know where you put the sign on that fire street?
Yeah.
Yeah, where she got this?
well, and it, but it's a package approach, so it's the, so you do a targeted Facebook ad. In that, so you target that neighborhood with a Facebook ad, and then you have the sign, and you send the gold letters, and you can, if you get their contacts, you can text them, but it's that constant, like, hey, so he says, hey, like the person's like, oh, yeah, so that's nice, oh, wait, now they're popping up on Facebook feed, oh, yeah, so it's that, like,
The first one, you say,
So-
target Facebook by,
you target areas.
Yes.
You can target, you can have a really early focus, like on a geographical.
I've got fired for regular double gates, and then anyone who's a double gate is probably gonna see.
I advertise first, but you can go down to 15-mile radius.
I don't know, I haven't done it personally, but that's just, if you should have got it a lot. Take a look at the slide, and you could even ask them for it.
You can pull up their email addresses, you can target, just the target audience there, but you can't target.
Oh, maybe not, you're welcome, maybe that wasn't, I'm pretty sure I think it is about radius.
It's a radius.
Yeah, I don't think you can get.
No,
that
but it's a
radius.
radius, but that's still useful because you're gonna get that neighborhood, plus you're gonna get the, say like it's an $800,000 neighborhood, you're gonna get the $500,000 people that's their
Right,
move up neighborhood,
right.
right? So it was a really good class. It was that
I think you gotta have like a team to go do stuff, all that, because one person can't do all
and
that.
I do. So I've thought about, I should take more advantage of that because like my ISA, if I gave her a neighborhood, which I actually do have some buyers in Norcross, and they only want to live within a teeny little square and being able to walk to historic Norcross, right? They don't even want to be in each corners. They want to literally be in the little square. And I showed them 2 houses on Friday. And I talked to them, I said, hey, I really think you guys, there's more we can do. I think we can shake out the bushes. I can send out some letters to, said, you guys come back to me of the neighborhoods in the area. Which ones do you like the most? You know, I know there's one and there's a couple others. There's some that are kind of like on the outside of the perimeter.
Yeah.
And I said, and I can do the work. You know, I can send the letters. I can have my ISA call.
You can door knock.
I could door knock. That's true.
You can go into
I
a.
didn't really have that on my list.
Yeah.
I totally could.
Do you know much they were saying here, crazy that you found an offer at a house by knocking?
I know, you're right.
I mean, you have 40-degree weather coming your house.
And one of the neighborhoods they really like is not a very big neighborhood either. And, so it wouldn't even be that difficult.
Or, you can go into a mine, draw boundary lines, capture all the areas that they're looking, and you can, it's kind of, you can pull all the email addresses for all the, send it to you.
Right.
One copy, I've done that.
So Sally mostly, the FMLS lady, she's gonna be here this week. I think it's Thursday. There's a class, and that's literally what she's doing.
You want me to show you how to do it?
I've kind of done it before, but I've done it in Realist, not Remind.
Okay.
But yeah, if you don't mind,
Sure.
I don't want to take your time. I'm totally taking my.
Let me check my phone and make sure that.
Yeah, don't, because there is a class this week on it. I was pulling up the newsletter. And it's a CE class too, Thursday. 1 to 4, Thursday, farming and Remind. It's literally what you're talking about.
Yeah, let me show you real quick.
Wow, I didn't know David was in Hawaii.
He's everywhere. He is living.
I know. That was recent.
Okay, so go into.
Oh, yeah.
Go into Remind.
So anyway, I was like, when that friend called today, or the coach called today, I was like, but there's gotta be a way. I can turn this into a win-win without being
Definitely.
creepy.